Khalil, man, how are you?
What's up, man? You can hear me?
I hear you. I hear you perfect. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you having me, bro.
Oh man, I'm happy to have you, champ. Happy to have you. Happy to see that your career is going the way that it's going, and glad to see you getting your opportunity in Las Vegas, man. How does it feel to be fighting in Vegas on a big card with Matchroom?
Um, this is you gotta think about it, man. It's where my career started. As a pro, shall I say? On the Devin Haney and Lenard's undercard. So it's more so like I'm going back. I'm trying to bring that same energy I did when I made the debut. You get what I'm saying? So and now we like we further in our career in my career and better opponent the 18 what 20 and no 18 knockouts. We I'm trying to make a huge statement, to the whole division, and that's what I plan on doing.
For sure, man. I mean, obviously, you've been stepping it up in competition, and this is another step up. Um, you and your team been putting in that work, man, to continue to perfect your craft, man. Now that you've been a pro a couple of years, you've gotten, your experience in. What do you, I guess, what can you say are some of the differences from when you first started till today?
um Bro, I learned it's like it's trial and error, with a lot of things, learning on the job. I thought it was a lot of things like I compared it to like the amateurs, and it's totally different. It might not seem it's so, but like as far as like the weight cut, the training, the sparring, everything is like it's you gotta push it up another level. You see what I'm saying? Like mentally, physically, emotionally, you got to be able to like separate yourself from your family and be able to be gone for a certain amount of months, and and be able to and work and be focused and dedicate yourself, bro. It's like that was like one of the things like I had to like learn how to do because I just had a son. I don't know how everybody else are with their kids, but it's like that's one of my hardest things to do. Like it's hard for me to like leave my son, and not being able to wake up. But I'm to a point now where I tell myself like what I'm doing right now is for him. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that gets me going. Makes it better for me when I'm gone, and it eases it.
What sort of respect do you give your opponent? Because he may not have the biggest names on his resume, but he's got, almost triple the amount of fights. So regardless, I feel like that's experience. How do you look at his number of fights versus the level of opposition?
Like with me, I would feel as though like I look at it like I know he might be he might be comfortable, and that's one of the big things in it. Like for example, like my pro debut, I was kind of like I was nervous. I was like it was a lot of things going on at one time. It's like it was my like I lost my virginity. You get what I'm saying? In a sense. So now that I got comfortable with it, I'm able to think more. It's not so much pressure. I'm able to dig in the bag and think of all the things that we worked on during training. You see what I'm saying? So I'm expecting him to be comfortable. I'm expecting him to have little tricks of from all over. And he knocked out 18 people, 18 humans. So he has to have some type of power. So it's like you never go in underestimating anyone, regardless of who they fought or what. So, but this is like you never know what they're gonna bring. You never know.
When you got that phone call, did the number of fights that he have, did it alarm you at first? Like, damn, they put me in there with someone with, three times the amount of fights I got? Or you like, this is exactly what I needed so that people could see I'm on that level?
Definitely, like the phone call, manager called me like, "Hey, how do you feel? You wanna?" I'm like, "Definitely," because I was scheduled to fight later. You know, I was scheduled to fight on the Berlanga card, and they was like, "Yo, how do you feel? Would you want to compete on and take this guy? Would you be able to make it or whatever?" I'm like, "Sure, most definitely. Hell yeah." Excuse my language. I'm like, "Yeah, like definitely. Like this is the type of step up that we really need. You know, everybody say, "Oh, this is a step up, and this is a step up," but those are certain guys that they really are a test. You see what I'm saying? Like as far as and even if we do get in there and I kill him in the first round or whatever, you see what I'm saying? That's my intentions too. I'm trying to kill him, but it's on the paper. On paper, it looks like it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like so, we'll just see when we get there. You know?
So this will be you would have had 5 months if I'm counting right. By the time you get in the ring with Juan Osuna, it would be 5 months. But you're saying that if you didn't take this, it would have been on the Belonga card, which is the same month, just a couple days later,
Yeah,
right? And he on the
yeah, look,
24th.
yeah. 24th, yeah,
Okay,
definitely, yeah.
so either or, it was pretty much the same thing as whether you want to get out faster or not. Then.
Yeah, definitely. I was trying to get, and then it was like a opportunity to be on like the main card as well. So it was like instead of being the before the bell, you know, um, it was a chance to get some TV time, and I was like, definitely, I want to. This will be, I'll be able to show like everything. I'll be able to show a lot. With different fights, I try to show different skills, and sometimes I try to show that I can box, and sometimes I can show I have power. But with different opponents, it brings out different aspects of who I am.
For sure. Champ, so you've been out since September 23rd, pretty much the end of the month. How much time did you take off? Because obviously you had your holidays, or did you get right back in the gym?
Oh,
Um,
we've been working on just staying in the gym. For example, like for that reason, right there. We were comfortable with being able to say, yeah, we'll take that fight. Because we were already in the gym and training and and doing the things that we were doing to stay in close to the weight and stay in shape and things like that. So yeah, now that I sit back and as soon as it happened, my father looked at me like, you see why we supposed to stay in the gym? You see,
mm.
it sucks when you be like, yeah, you was right, but he was right. You see what I'm saying? So those are the type of things that we've been working. That's the big thing that we've been working on, staying in the gym. Like even if it's not like going crazy, just staying active and getting you know. Even after this fight, we plan on going in Vegas, staying about 2 weeks. Working around the gyms and get some sparring and working like that, just to stay in the flow in the midst of things.
Oh, wow. So after this fight, you plan on staying out there an extra 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I got a couple questions from the people here. We got New York Bullet that says, "What's up, champ? Who were some of the fighters that inspired you to box, if any? Blessings to you on your career."
Um, there was a lot of like all time. Sugar Ray Leonard is like my favorite fighter of all time. But sometimes we forget to mention the guys who are in the same neighborhood as us that we looked up to. We skip over those guys that actually were there, that you actually got to see one on one grow, and then you was inspired to be like that guy. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who are those, some
So
of those guys for
like
you?
I have guys like Tyrell Wright, John Thompson. I just sparred him like not too long ago.
I know
Or
John. He from Newark.
yeah, John Thompson. Apollo Kid.
Yeah.
We got guys like who else? Marcus Brown. I was sparring with
For
that guy
sure.
since forever. You know, um, it's Steven Nelson. You know, um,
Damn, you got work with Steven too?
definitely, yeah, hell yeah, definitely. Steven Nelson. I was sparring Sergey Devinchenko. You see what I'm saying? So these are like what's he called? Alan Lawrence. Dewdrop. Guys
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, Jose Concepcion. For those who don't know, Ian Green.
Shout out to
You know,
Ian.
Ian, yeah, Pooh. But
He
these are
just
the
got a
guys.
big win over
Big,
Vaughn
yeah,
Alexander.
definitely. Shout out to Ian. He doing his thing for real. But yeah, these are the guys that I seen growing up that weren't there yet, but
Mm-hmm.
they were ahead of me. You see what I'm saying? They're ahead of me, and I want to do what he did today. I seen him beat up like 6 dudes today. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to tell my coach like I'm gonna spar and I'm gonna try to do exactly what he did tomorrow. You see, those are the guys that actually got us to where we are today. Not the guys that we looked up to on TV. You see what I'm saying? But those are the guys that actually like put that battery in your back and made you wanna do it.
For sure. Speaking of some of them guys, I seen you getting that work with former champ Kurt Coleman. I know he spent some time in jail. He's back trying to get his career right. And I've always gotten to see him spar with my time at Terrific Gym. That dude's a buzzsaw, man. How's that work been?
Bro, that's the work that people run from, bro.
I know.
That's the work that people run from, but that's the work I feel as though I need. I feel like that work is gonna take me to the next level. I'm scheduled. We scheduled to go back actually, um, tomorrow. I think we're going back tomorrow actually. But he's constant pressure, and it helps me work on my ring generalship, my jab, and just popping and moving and things like that. Like so, I honestly feel like I'm already ahead of a lot of these guys at my weight class. You know, like far as like I feel like I can outbox any of these guys. Honestly, bro. Like they're like one dimensional. It's either one guy has a good jab, or one guy punches hard, or one guy just in really good shape. There's never all around. You see what I'm saying? So like I feel like I'm about to take over.
Can't wait, can't wait. I got a few more questions for you. I got Rod in LA. He says, who would you say at this point of your career would be your step up fight?
Um, I would say I wanna fight the guys like uh Wati, uh the guy he fought was I can't remember the guy's name with the dreads that he fought.
Richards, is that Daniel Richards?
Yeah, Daniel Richards. The guys that actually that have been on that stage. That are that's gonna make sure that when I take this guy out, there's no debating about if I'm the real deal or not, or if I'm ready to compete with these type of guys. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who like the Anthony Yards, the we try to fight the Canadian guy. Um, can't think of his name at the moment. I knocked out Marcus Brown.
John Pascal?
Pascal. We want all the smoke, man.
Oh,
We want
wow.
all the smoke. These are the guys that we've been trying to like make it happen. I don't talk too much, man. I just get to the fight and make it happen. So
Craig Richards, that's certainly a big step up too, man. Those are and John Pascal would be a great name for you to have on your resume. That's certainly some good fights there. Um, James Benitez in Alabama says, James from Decatur, formerly Huntsville, Alabama. I got a few things to run by you. Who's a bigger star right now, Francis Ngannou or Deontay Wilder?
Ngannou, definitely.
Second, he says second is if you were to be on the 5-on-5 Queensberry versus Matchroom card, who would you match up with? I say Ezra Taylor. Last, what would you normally weigh in on fight night? So, this morning we had the conversation because I don't know if you know, but Turkey Al Sheik, who's putting up all the money for them big ass fights, he wants Eddie, which is your promoter, to make
Fight.
a card with Frank and his five of his guys versus five of Eddie's guys, and obviously the fight fans was matching you with Ezra Teller. Have you ever heard of him?
I'm not sure if I've heard of him. Honestly, not really, but I'm with it all. I've seen it. I've seen a little bit of it earlier. But like around this time, I won't really be on like social media and things like that as we get closer to the fight. But I got a little wind of it. And I probably had to check the guy out. I don't think I've seen him before. And um around you said the weight that I weigh in on the day
Yeah.
of weigh-in
Nah, I
probably
guess he
about
means fight night.
fight night. I'll be about I say 186,
Mm.
187.
Damn, that's not a lot. That's like
Yeah,
10 pounds.
now that's something new that we've been working on now though, because we don't want to shoot up crazy and then have to, so that's part of the program I was telling you about, staying in the gym and staying, keep that short, that window.
For sure. Um, the next one, let me see here. That's last part of his says, okay. The next one is from Against the Ropes with Dose. He says, who is your biggest win so far, you would say?
Um, our biggest win would be, I would say, William Langston, in my opinion. Because I look at it as to what have they done since me. You see what I'm saying? Like since we fought, what have they done? And he's won.
Absolutely.
He went on to win a belt, and he's fought Dante Lane to a draw, and what some people feel as though he won. And I can see us
Bro,
seeing
ain't
each
that
other.
the fight? Ain't that the Dante Benjamin you talking about? Ain't that the fight that
Benjamin,
got him
yeah,
cut,
Benjamin,
right?
yeah, Benjamin, yeah. Instead of not Lane, my bad, Dante Benjamin, yeah.
Yeah.
That fight. So I was kind of like, I'm looking at that can be a potential opponent again in the future. Because he's he's taking off, bro. He's doing his thing. We talk all the time. We cool, but I definitely feel as though that's one of that, if the most formidable opponent, most recognizable opponent. Yeah.
Okay. Um, what's your thoughts on that Bradley Olameda fight? He hasn't fought since you, but I had watched him fight one time, I think, in live in Atlanta, and I thought that was going to be a tricky fight. How'd that play out for you?
Um, Hey, it's crazy that you mentioned him, because after the fight he had went home, and I like to keep in contact with guys in case we do like a camp, we get some sparring and things like that to help me. He had got shot in his back once when he
Oh,
went back to Puerto Rico. Yeah, so he was in critical condition for a little while, but he's back stable, and he's doing well. I'm not sure if he's back in the gym or not, but he's doing well.
that was
But
a difficult one for me, bro, because obviously I know you from New Jersey and your trainers and the people around you like Shadeja and Ian Green. And I know this kid because I called this fight in Atlanta and I know his story. Like, he had got the government of Puerto Rico, you know, gave him a special pass to come to Atlanta for that fight while he was on parole. So I knew he had a rough life. So when I seen he was going up against you, I knew it was going to be tough for him. But I didn't know his life was that rough because I know he was already on parole. But look, like you say, he went back and got shot. So it
yeah,
sucks, man.
but
But
he was a tough guy. It started off as like, all right, we're gonna see. He's trying to feel him out. He's trying to feel me out, and the guy he was sharp. I didn't expect him to be like that, but I felt like my coach was like, put the pressure on him, put the pressure on him. Like certain shots are starting to like have more effect, like the body shots are having more effect on him, and I feel as though like I was letting him out a lot. I corner him and then I let him right out. Which gave him more room to or more opportunity, more time to survive and things like that. But definitely, bro, I didn't know he was gonna be that tall either. A box rec be lying. So,
yeah.
so like the last fight, they said the guy was 5'11". I got to him, he's like 6'3".
Mm.
Like, okay, but it is what it is, man. It's the sport we chose. So, but
How's that
yeah,
work? Because I always see Canelo get to a weigh-in and damn near everybody's bigger than him, but he doesn't let the size affect him. So do you rather be the bigger man or do you prefer to be the smaller man? Because I've interviewed smaller guys that like to be smaller because they feel they can get on the inside on the taller fighter easier.
honestly, I feel like I like. I don't know. It's difficult to say, because as a small guy, a taller guy would try to like keep you at the end. It's more difficult. I would rather a person try to come fight me. You see what I'm saying? To come fight like me be the taller guy. Because I have no problem with locking horns. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. And for my style of fighting, I would probably say to be the bigger guy. You know, it makes it easy off my jab.
Yeah.
Makes the fight easy off the jab.
Keep him at the end of the stick.
Yeah, definitely.
Champ, well, those are all the questions, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. Obviously, good luck on the fight. Let everybody know how they could watch it and where they could follow you at.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Khalil Cole #1, on Twitter, Khalil Cole #1, and fight February 3rd. Y'all can watch it on Dazn, the app, but it's gonna be live. So just tune in.
All right, Champ. Appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing. We proud of you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for having me.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Up-and-coming prospect Khalil Cole looking to turn contender here on February 3rd. He's going to be going up against an undefeated fighter, and those are the difficult ones, right? Because you don't know anything about him, bro. You go through this dude's record, and it's like 20-something fights in Mexico that you probably can't get no tape on. So, you know, I'm hoping that Khalil does what he needs to do to keep on moving.
YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.